Okay, so the Premier last week said that everyone who disagreed with him were kind of normalizing xenophobia, his words. And he said, I'm sure a majority of Quebecers agree with me, meaning him. So he said, well, that's not what we see and what we hear. And so we asked in a scientific poll what were the position on Bouchard-Taylor. So we have 64% of all Quebecers in favor, but the find is that a majority of PQ voters agree with the proposal that Mr. Couillard rejects in a very irrespectful way. And when we look at the regions, it's a majority in Montreal, in the regions, in Quebec City, it's a majority of the youth, 18 to 24, middle-aged, elder people, it's a majority of Francophones. Within Anglophones, there are 40% in favor, 60% against. Among non-Francophones, half of non-Francophones approve of that. So it's a very wide consensus within Quebec society. And when Mr. Couillard disrespects this position, he disrespects a majority of Quebecers, a slight majority of non-Francophones, and a majority of his own voters. So we're asking him to be more respectful of his own base.
But didn't Charles Taylor's backtracking on his original position bolster the Premier's assessment that there is no longer a consensus on the issue?
That's why we asked the question after Charles Taylor, after the Premier said what he said. So fully cognizant of Mr. Taylor's position, a majority of Liberal voters say, notwithstanding what Charles Taylor or Philippe Couillard say, we support these measures. And a majority of Quebecers and half non-Francophones, 40% of Anglophones say, notwithstanding, we think this is a good position.